What's up there, Texas-size fluffers? Today we are going to talk about Texas Furry Fiesta 2022. TFF 2022, the good, the bad, and the fuzzy. There was some of all three. This was the fourth TFF that I've attended. It's always been my favorite furry con of the year. I know a ton of people there. The hotel has always been awesome, and it's just overall a great experience. There were some changes this year, but it was mostly good. Now, the big obvious change that happened was that TFF moved to a new hotel. They moved from the beautiful new Hyatt Regency Reunion Tower, where the con had been held for the last 3 years, to the Sheraton downtown. This hotel promised a much bigger convention space. It can actually accommodate conventions up to 15,000 people. So it was a move in the right direction for a growing con. Well, sort of. We'll get to that in a bit. And the con space was indeed very large and more than adequate for needs of the convention. It was very impressive. The other cool thing was that the Sheraton is right in the middle of downtown Dallas. That opened up a lot more opportunities for food, drink, entertainment outside the con, and stuff like that. As beautiful as the Hyatt Regency Reunion was, it was kind of isolated by itself, and there wasn't really anything within walking distance as far as restaurants and bars and stuff. You were kind of just isolated there in the hotel throughout the duration of the con, unless you had a car or you knew somebody that had a car and was willing to drive. So the location and the convention space were really good. Now for the stuff that wasn't that good, the rest of the hotel. So this hotel was originally an office building built in 1959. It's been obviously turned into a hotel and heavily renovated throughout the years, but the renovations were a little bit inconsistent in the hotel rooms. The central tower had really nice, new, big, renovated rooms. The north tower, I'm not sure because I didn't go up into that one. The south tower was definitely not renovated. That's where my room was. The room honestly was small and it was not that great. The other big issue was the elevators. They were awful. I heard some speculation that the elevators were original from 1959. There's no way that's true. But they weren't very great, and they broke down a lot. During a convention, you get a lot of elevator usage, people going up and down into different towers and up and down and up and down and up and down all the time. The elevators could not handle this. The central tower, the one with the nice new renovated rooms, was actually the worst. At one point, almost all the elevators were broken. People were having to walk up like 20 flights of stairs, down 20 flights of stairs. It really sucked. Now, supposedly the North Tower had elevator issues too. I know the South Tower had a few, but it was kind of not as bad as the other ones. So it was kind of like a toss-up. You get older, non-renovated room versus working elevator most of the time. Yeah, it was kind of a wash. So overall, little critiques aside on the hotel, it was a great convention, as it always is. There were so many people there. I think it was record-breaking attendance this year. Oh yeah, the theme was oceanic exploration. I didn't bother to go to opening and closing ceremonies or any of those type of events. Usually I do, but I had so many friends here that I just didn't have time. Oh, also I didn't go to opening ceremonies because the registration line was awful. Worse than MFF. Like terrible, horrendous, really bad, really understaffed. 3 to 4 hours, people were sitting down on the floor. It was moving so slow. Okay. End of criticism. So a really magical, surreal thing happened to me at this convention, something I've never experienced before. I was not a popular kid in school. I was bullied. I didn't have very many friends. You know, usually I'd have maybe between 1 and 3 close friends, and that was about it. In my entire life, I've never had a whole lot of friends. This con was the first time in my entire life where I had so many friends in one place that I almost didn't have enough time to spend with each one. I had to kind of schedule people and be like, okay, I'm going out to dinner with this group, but I'll hook up with you later. We can hang out for a while. Then I'm going to go to the dance with this other friend. And it was really weird. I've never experienced anything like that. It was like, wow, I have all these friends now. That never would have happened if it wasn't for the furry fandom. Alright, it's a con video, right? So you are waiting to see video of fursuiters, because that's what everybody wants to see. There was no fursuit parade or fursuit menagerie or anything like that at TFF for whatever reason, but there was a lot going on, and I got a lot of stuff filmed. Also, big shout out, big thanks to my friend Rex the Red Panda, who actually filmed me in fursuit walking around and being silly. You've never seen that in one of my con videos because I never had somebody to film me, so that was super awesome. And you know who else is super awesome? Our patrons. Yes, you too can be super awesome if you like by becoming a patron for as little as $2 a month. Check the link down in the description. There's also some merch down there if you're interested. Alright, without further ado, here are fursuiters and silliness for your enjoyment. Thanks for stopping by.